This is a video in English language. I have a friend in Aachen. Aachen is a German big city, and he's an old friend. I know him more than 3 years, and he tried to help me all these years to become human right in Germany, but nobody helped me. And he was sent yesterday me a letter, and this letter is to the Knesset and to Danon and every Israelite and every Jew and every lawyer who try maybe to help a woman who suffer now more than 10 years in Nazi Europa without human right as a diplom teacher. He say I must read this letter because he translated from German in English. Therefore, I will read this letter. This letter was wrote my friend Udo Gronowski, Germany, Herzogenrath, Plitscharder. I will give under the link the address. Everybody can phone him. But I have many witnesses who not believe me. All the documents are here. This is original documents with curved papers. All the voices from Nazi court, the voices from Nazi police and Nazi lawyers who say to me, I must shut up as a dirty Jew, I must die as the last dirty Jew in Europa, is here on CDs. And many witnesses will help me. What Udo, my friend, wrote is true. And I need help. I sit now here in Nazi Europa with many diploma and spoke German language, Hungarian language. I ask always for help, but nobody helps me. When I go to the court or when I go to a lawyer and say that I'm a diplom teacher, but the Nazi police not help me, they just say I must shut up, I not become human right in Europa as a diplom teacher. And they just laugh about me. They laugh and say it's not a problem when the Nazi state not give me human right and I must shut up. I cannot earn money. I suffer here in Nazi Europa more than 12 years without money, without human right. I cannot make a family. I studied 20 years. I studied 20 years as a translator and diplom teacher. And for my religion, they try to kill me and not give me human right. I wrote now this letter. I give a link where you can phone my witnesses. And when nobody believe me, here is all the police paper, document paper, and voice message from the evil lawyers who say they must put me maybe on the Schindler's list, but they not help. They not help. So I try to read now this letter. And I wish that somebody help me because I was 20 years when I finished my diploma. Then I wrote many books about the Holocaust and about Moses' law, and therefore Nazi police cut my documents, and I was become about a lot of suffering. I was 24, 25 years. I become with this age white hair and crippled, and nobody was help me. And this is not normal when people hit a woman with diploma just because he wrote as a diplom teacher and theological about Holocaust and Moses' law. Nobody helps me. This letter is from Udo, what I wrote, and read now. Dear Mr. Danon and Knesset, I send to you letter of Mrs Theresa Fenyvesi. She is a Jewish believer in God and want to emigrate to Israel immediately. It's because the German authorities in state don't allow her to work as a studied diplom teacher and translator in Germany for many years now because she is a Jew and practice the Jewish faith in God. I sent 3 pages attached this letter. There you will see that this is all true, but Teresa have all the proof. Teresa is a good friend of me. I know her for over 4 years now. I'm very scared about what the German authorities and German state do with this holy woman. It's the same like in the third SS Reich by Hitler and the Gestapo, because the police and the lawyers do against her to push her down into the dirt always and not give her human right. So please help her. She will come to Jerusalem and want to get asylum in Israel for her Jewish faith in God. I'm very sure the authorities of Germany will kill her otherwise because they not give more than 12 years human right. They are all evil Nazis because all they're doing against Theresa say this. Now I send also my problems. I read it. I read just one page and this little one. I read from the beginning. The problems begin in the university because I was a Jew, and I read now all the problems in English. I suffer more than 12 years in Nazi Europa, and they try to kill me. The teachers try to kill me. The police try to kill me. The authorities try to kill me just because I wrote books about Moses' law, and no help was come. This is now the my problems in one page. I need help immediately from the state of Israel to get out of Nazi Germany, because I haven't any human rights since almost more than 10 years as a diplom teacher here. The German government is destroying my life also as in Hungary, and they do, since many years now. I was born in Germany, in Meissen, on April 23 in 2009. I don't know this English. I just can told 81, 9081 of German language 1981. My German language is better, but I try and do my best. From my mother's side, I have a Hebrew family and religion. My grandmother, the German grandmother, was named a Hebrew name, Martha Theresia Beger. She lived in Weinböhler, Birkenhainstraße 12 in Germany. It's nearby Dresden. Who know the city? Dresden, where is it? But by father's side, my father was in Hungarian state, a Catholic family, Fenyvesi Tibor László János Alma, but her mother was also a Jew. Her mother was Golgotha Martha Magdalena. Golgotha Martha Magdalena was the name of my Hungarian father as a Hebrew name, and she also practiced the Hebrew religion. In 1990, in 1990, I can just say the numbers in German. In 1990, when the DDR wall in Germany was fallen, because in that time was a DDR wall, what they call West and Ost, and there was a wall. And when the wall was fallen, in that time, we moved with my Jewish mother from Germany to Hungarian. They allowed then at first time that the German people from the Ost make holiday in Blattensee. Blattensee is Balaton. And there my mother was decide after this that she married this Hungarian man, and after then they married, and I moved with my mother to Hungary, but I am a German Jew. On the University of Szeged, what was an international school in Hungarian, I got many problems with the evil Nazi teachers there who hate my religious books and writing about the Bible and against the Holocaust and Moses' law. So I always went to the deacon there to ask him for help, because I received many evil letters from the teachers there, murdering letters. It was many murdering letters who told me that I don't will get a diploma if I believe in God. As a Jew, they kill me. The deacon was read all these letters, these murdering letters, what Nazi Robert teacher was send me. They are all evil Nazi Catholic people who hate Jews. The deacon was help me. But the deacon was help me to get the diploma, but it was many years suffering. I was studying on the university more than 5 years, and more than 5 years I was cry, I was hungry, I become murdering letters from Nazi teachers, and just the deacon was help me. And then in that time, the Orban Viktor regime deleted all my good notes from the bank credit system also, and I became murdering letters. When I wrote about Moses' law and religious things against Holocaust or Hitler, they killed me. Only the deacon was helped me during that time. It was a time of more than 5 years of anti-Semitic suffering and hunger for me in Hungary. But I did everything to get alive and to end my education there until I got the diploma with deacon's help. Deacon is a director from the university. He was helped me because he was an old man, and he was shamed about this state that they tried to kill a holy diplom teacher just because I believe in God. After this, I get the diploma and I begin to work. And I worked there as a teacher more than 3 years, and I wrote many books from Moses' law. I wrote many books about the Third Temple also, and about the Jewish religion, and about Canaan, and many more theological books and political books. Because all of these books, the Nazi Hungarian state, when I was getting out my first book under Novum Verlag, the state deleted me again in the government's computer system. So they kill me alive. They will kill me alive, because when somebody is deleted in the government system, he have nothing. It means that this person not exist. They cut also with the Nazi police, Komáromi Szabolcs Nazi police. They cut all my personal documents, my personal ID card, passport, my bank card. I have on my bank card more than 4 million forint. They was deleted, and many birth papers they also cut, and they cut all my documents what I have. After that, nobody helps, and I can go out from Hungary without papers on the border, because without papers on the border you cannot get a ticket and not go out. They make me poor soul in this way, and almost crippled too. I suffered after this more than 7 years and hide myself away from this Nazi state, Budapest, and I living in a wood in Hungary, where I was just living in an old house, small house, and just my old Jewish neighborhood was helping me. His name was Schwalb, SCH, Schwalb, Puruczki, Ferenc, Kiserdö. There is a number 155. He was also a Jew. He read my books and helped me. I had for many years served therefore in Hungarian, and because the judgment protocol after 7 years, just because they always say I must shut up, they kill many witnesses, but in 7 years, no bread, no social money, no new document, nothing. They just hit me 7 years in the wood. I was sleep with gun 7 years in the wood. They kill many friends who helped me. They kill many witnesses, and no help, no new document, no social money, no bread, just hit me and murdering letters. And this neighborhood, Puruczki Ferenc, was the only one who was helped me, and all these witnesses was killed by the police. So I had many years served in Hungary and become after 7 years a judgment protocol, which says this judgment protocol is here in the Act in original 3 languages. This say that I'm a victim from a fascistic Nazi state without documents. Also it says that the Hungarian state must therefore pay me out for all this suffering and crime 5 million forint. I become the paper, it's here, the judgment paper, but after this judgment paper, the Nazi police break in my house in Hungary. They hit me and they kill all my witnesses. They hit also my neighborhood, Puruczki, Schwalb, Ferenc. He have many operation, 2 operation. And they tell me, when they was broke in my house, they kill me, but they never will pay me out, and they will not allow that I emigrate to another state, because I must shut up and I not can tell this no one what they do with me. During these 7 years, I received many murdering letters from Budapest government also, and many telephone SMS that I'm the last dirty Jew what they want to kill in Nazi Europa. I become SMS, letters and telephone talking under Joseph name, who was always phone me and wrote me that I'm the last dirty Jew because I believe in God, and wrote against Holocaust and Hitler system. They try to kill me and never give a human right in Europa. This letters is also here with the photo from Joseph, who tried to kill me and send me this. So I suffered without many documents or money, and without help between 2011 and 2017 in Terézhalma desert. I have no water, no heating, nothing, no food, nothing. Near Kunfeir to Hungarian. After this time, in that time 7 years, just the neighborhood was helped me, and I work as a woman with a 600 kilogram horse in a garden to make potatoes and plants to can eat. I work with a 600 kilogram horse as a man to can eat. And everybody was locked in a Nazi. When I go with neighborhood every day to police, to ombudsman, to courier, every day we go to court, to police, and everybody hit us. I'm a stinky Jew, I must shut up. No help comes. I suffered without documents and without money, so after this time I get a chance with this judgment court paper to buy an international car to Strasbourg, because this was an original judgment paper where was written I have no documents, I'm a victim. So they give me an international ticket to Strasbourg on a train, not on aeroplane. On aeroplane you not can fly without documents, but they give me a ticket with train. I left Hungary after 2017 to get out from this Nazi state, Big Babylon, to Strasbourg. After this, I was left this court act with all the proof in Strasbourg, and they say me I must live in Germany because I'm a German citizen, and Germany must help me. Germany must help me. I do this. I moved from Strasbourg to Stuttgart, and I live here now more than 6 years. Here I received back my German documents, ID card and birth paper, but after 2018 I was wait for these documents 1 year. But the German government don't allow me to work as a diplom teacher as a German citizens because I'm a Jew and I practice the Jewish religion. This is a morbid and absurd crime, because the government in Tübingen Presidium wrote me an evil lying letter that they think, and this is the reason what they give me of paper, because I'm a Polish person from Poland, I never can work as a teacher in Europa. I have this paper here. But I'm not a Polish person, I'm a German Jew. And I was never in Poland, even as a tourist, I was never in Poland. I go now in 6 years to many lawyers. I pay many lawyers, I pay many courts that I'm not Polish. But they hit me. Nazi police say I must shut up as a stinky Jew. Every lawyer hit me and lie. It's not a problem that I not become human right as a German Jew, and the Presidium can say that I'm a Polish and not give me human right with a lying letter, and no help comes. No help comes. So I have now, this is a question, I try to work now as a teacher, but they not allow it. But I was in Finanzamt, and in Finanzamt, when you want to work, you become a ID number, and I get back my ID number, but I have more than 5 ID numbers, and nobody helps why. Nobody helps why and tell me why I have so many ID numbers, even when I have just one paper. Nobody helps. Always they say I must shut up. But I am a German citizen with German papers, and I was born in Germany, but the Nazi government lied that I am Polish and not allowed me in this state to work as a diploma teacher. Anyway, they don't wanna give me this human right to work in Germany about this more than 6 years now. Therefore, I went to German police in Stuttgart to ask for help. I was in Berlin also, everywhere. But the policeman also hit me and say, a stinky Jew just must shut up. They say in German, ich muss die Fresse halten, ich muss die Fresse halten. Und nur eine Matratze soll mir das Leben beinhalten. Eine Matratze, wie in Holocaust, die Juden, die haben ja auch noch eine Matratze in KZ bekommen. This I cannot tell in English language, but they say in Holocaust the Jews also just become a matratz. A matratz is like a bed, and I must be happy that I become a matratz as in the KZ lager, and I must shut up. And but that is not all the crime and suffering what I suffer now. This is just in short version what they do with me, in short version. So I suffer here as a diploma teacher and in German citizens in Europa without human rights, and I sending more than 10,000 helping letters everywhere here in Germany. No helps come. Therefore, I ask every Jewish lawyers, I ask every Knesset members and every mess who think that they are mess to help me to get out of this mental sick Nazi regime, to become a human right, that I can create a family, a happy life, because here I cannot do it, they not allow it. And I give under the link all the address, because they deleted for 1 week my telephone number, they deleted my old telephone number. I will write there my new telephone number, my address, and when they not believe it, they can phone Udo Gronowski, and they can come to me and hear all the documents, photos, protocols, judgment paper from the 5 million, but they not want to pay me out, they just want to kill me, and all the voice messages and many witnesses who wrote also my truth. And when nobody helps, this is mean that no Jew exists and no lower exists who can help. They sit in Moses' chair and betray God and betray God's law and betray a holy person and luck. And this system is not normal. And therefore, I told always, and I wrote about this, God send more plaguas, floods everywhere. The rivers will dry up, more plaguas go to China, because when a holy person suffer all her life and cry, no help comes, then God have the right to send many plaguas. And this is the video, and I hope that the Knesset was become this letter per email. I was send it per email, and I sit now on this chair many years and ask for help, but in Germany no help comes. Thank you.